Hey everybody, welcome back to a Yeet Mania stream. First of all, if everybody could drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, because we are going through everything that WWE 2K26 has to offer before the embargo lifts on Monday, and we'll hear from all of the big YouTubers that cover the game. We'll get the full roster, we'll get matches, we'll get gameplay. We'll finally get some gameplay, but today we are going to go through everything. The roster as we know it, the actual gameplay that we've seen, my faction, my rise, my universe, absolutely everything. We'll even start to discuss the island. Yeah, I know, me talking about the island. But first of all, let me know how the stream is down in the comments section. I want you guys just let me know how good or how poor it is, and then we'll do some work on that. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's start talking about my faction. The latest feature, the latest game mode that was dropped, and we did get a small little teaser around my faction. So this is what we got. So we have got the new model of China going up. You can see superstars in the background. You can see there my faction cards. Superstars now teleport. About that, the better. But we have teleporting superstars. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I know I'm not particularly impressed with it, but it is a new feature in my faction, because who doesn't want teleporting superstars? But we will keep this on the screen as we talk about it, because it is brand new, and I don't think it's going to be as good as people think it is. Let's go to the comments. Last time there will be no show intros for WWE 2K26. Wednesday is the IGN Fan Fest 2. Yep, you're absolutely right when you talk about IGN Fan Fest. And, a lot more to come. We've got the ESPN ratings roster as well. The background's too loud. We turned the background music off. Thank you, Armin. I much appreciate that. Yeah, the background music was too loud. I forgot to turn that down. But yes, so guys, what do you think about my faction? Do you play my faction? Is it a mode that you enjoy, or is it something that you totally miss out on? But it is nice to see the new China model in all her glory. It's nice to see a little bit of gameplay, even though we do have teleporting superstars. The cards in the background, we've got Wendy Chu, we've got China, we've got Michelle McCool, and we've got Otis. And the other ones, we've got Stone Cold China, Jade Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear? There we go. You should be able to hear me now. Guys, you should be able to hear me now. This is, Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? So you guys should hear me now. I desperately apologize for that. That was not my intention. Yeah, I don't know why the audio input decided not to work. But I do apologize. And hey, Mando Fett, how you doing, buddy? Good. You guys can hear me now, so that is good. I do apologize for that. That was not very professional at all. But yeah, so my faction, we went through the My Faction ringside report. I hope you guys read all that. I did read it aloud as well. But My Faction for me is a mode that I believe is a cash grab. I don't feel it is a mode that we all enjoy to the point where I think it is not anything new, anything spectacular. In fact, I think it is definitely a mode for the younger generation to try and get them to part ways with money. I don't like the idea of people teleporting. I don't like the ideas of them taking inspiration from fighting games, because we want WWE 2K to be a wrestling game, not a fighting game. We don't want it to be Mortal Kombat. We don't want it to be an arcade style. We want it to be a true representation of the wrestling that we see on TV. For me, and it's what I believe WWE 2K27 should do, is include facets from MyGM, My Faction, MyRise, and include it into My Universe. Or Universe Mode. Universe Mode should have the much bigger, larger backstage area. We know from MyRise we're going to be getting the gorilla position area, we're going to be getting hallways, we're going to be getting branching areas which lead into the car parks. Why have that Universe Mode so we can create our own vision of WWE in mode where we actually get to control not only one roster, 2 rosters, or 3 rosters, but whole entire shows with added PLEs, with a universe that they're creating, and we can have our own WWE experience in the palm of our hands. But instead we get things like the island, which no one ever asked for the island. We don't want WWE on a magical island with 3 gangs going after each other, 3 factions going after each other. Nobody asked for that. We don't want teleporting superstars in My Faction. We just want a true to-life WWE experience like we get in the WWE television program. Now, I may be barking up the wrong tree. There may be people that enjoy WWE My Faction or WWE The Island. You know, you'll have to let me know down below. But what is it you think that My Faction has? What is it you think that it is good? Cats and Gaming, who is ready for a free membership today? Oh, Cats and Gaming, you're doing free memberships? Well, guys, make sure you stay tuned for that, because Cats and Gaming's got you all covered. So, yeah, that is awesome. Never play My Faction, says Daniel CFC. Surviving Enzo. Oh, Chelsea fan. Chelsea fan in the stream, guys. Get him. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for all your help with the with the mic and stuff like that. But I want to hear your thoughts on My Faction. Genuinely want to hear it. Sound's getting a bit choppy, says Blue Eyes. Bear with. Let's sort out. Sound. How are we doing with the sound now? I don't know why. It seems to be every time I go onto the chat, I go onto the internet, it seems to get really choppy. So it should be chill now. Guys, let me know how it is. But yeah, My Faction is a mode that we are not particularly looking forward to. MyRise, again, another mode that I don't particularly spend a lot of time on, but I'm looking forward to it this year. The things like we've got on the screen there, we had press conferences. We've got the ability to run in different, different experiences within WWE. We can now have promos, one with audio, but we can go head to head in the ring. It feels more immersive. It feels more special, which is what WWE is. It has special moments. The Fiend is back. We've got Dusty Rhodes as unlockables. CM Punk, the Ring of Honor version. MyRise has got some special moments for the archetype, the created players, but why not be able to experience that as a WWE superstar in Universe Mode? Having these kind of branching storylines, almost like create a story, have different stories within Universe Mode that we can choose and we can go on. We can be LA Knight for a couple of months and have a WrestleMania moment where Seth Rollins has blindsided us and it's all about getting our own back on Seth Rollins. Once we've completed that storyline, we could have a Nia Jax, Becky Lynch storyline where we go into that and we get to live and play through that. Our decisions can change what goes on. Becky Lynch could turn heel and go against Nia Jax by attacking her backstage with various sorts of weapons. You know, why don't we have these branching storylines in Universe Mode? And for me, I would have one all singing, all dancing mode called My WWE or something like that. WWE World, where, you know, we can go on the European tour, or we could miss out completely, or we can go into the GM's office and demand a title shot, or get drafted to a different show, or get injured and be out for a few months, or form alliances, or create rivalries, or win a dual championship, go into the gym, go to the performance center, you know, become a superstar that is on the poster of the WWE programming. Merchandise could be sold, and if you sell enough merchandise, the company will push you. If you don't sell enough merchandise, then you get pushed to the mid-card obscurity. We can change our superstars' look. We can do all sorts. We can go into press conferences, and that could sway whether the audience like us or loathe us. There's so many things that they could do in the life WWE experience, but they seem to hide different aspects of it in different game modes, which is very, very disappointing. Something that I feel kind of limits the game. Like the island, you know, there's great aspects to the island, the free roam, the running around, you know, the various different challenges that we get, the little shop that we can go into and buy new things with real money, which, you know, we're spending £150 on the game, but incorporate that into one all singing, all dancing, true to life WWE experience within this My Worlds, My WWE World, My WWE Universe, or whatever. You know, you can go to a shop, you can change your gimmick, you can change your look, you can go from a face where you're wearing lots of colourful colours, like John Cena, or you can turn into a heel and wear black, and, you know, that could be your whole new gimmick, your whole new aspect of your superstar, and you could play it for years and years and years and have like a 10-year career, 20-year career where you've dominated WWE, or you spent 10 years trying to get yourself to the World Heavyweight Champion picture, like a Sami Zayn underdog storyline. Or you could be the most dominant superstar on the roster like Roman Reigns and hold the championship for, you know, the most amount of days. That could be maybe a challenge and a reward could unlock where you beat Roman Reigns' modern day history championship title reign, hold the championship for, I don't know, 1,800 days or whatever, and that would unlock something for you. Or you could create the most obscure tag team. You could be Bron Breakker and Akira Tozawa, living out your wildest fantasy, becoming the tag team champions. There is so much that they could do, but they hide it behind different aspects, which is a shame because there is so much that we could really get with this WWE 2K game. But so many aspects which are good, hide in these different elements, different features, and different areas, all laden with microtransactions. And this is, guys, a video where you guys can check everything out in the before you buy the game. So we've got Universe Mode, we've got My Faction, we've got MyGM. There is so much out there, but with the WWE 2K26 marketing being really, really poor, and I mean that, I told you I was going to glaze over the game, we miss out on so much. You know, we don't even know the full roster. Game releases in 2 weeks' time. So what on earth is going on there? Because I feel that is a big, big mistake. So why are we missing out on? Why are we missing out on it all? Why are we missing out on so much good that this game brings us? So, Cats and Gaming's doing a free membership. Is Cats and Gaming who's gonna get that free membership from Cats and Gaming? But thank you, Cats and Gaming. That is pretty awesome. Again, if you do want a super chat, I believe it's up there. You can do as well. But what do you think about the marketing for this game? Because I think we've missed out on a lot, if I'm honest. You know, we've had 20 entrances. We've seen 4 or 5 new superstars that are brand new to the game. NXT, we know we've got 50 superstars in going through the ringside pass. You know, certainly for superstars that we would get from day one in a normal WWE 2K game. Now it just seems like we are, you know, having to pay for all of this. So it's disappointing. And I don't think that we should have to pay for all this. But you guys let me know. Are you happy having to pay for things that we got for free last year? You know, the 80 superstars that we used to be able to get from day one by pre-order a game. I don't think we should. I think they should be available from day one. We know they're going to be in the first ringside, the first ringside pass. But again, we're going to have to grind for them. We're going to get RXP, but we have to grind. You know, I think it's every single game mode to get RXP, but I don't believe we should have to do that. I think that should already be a given. We should have these superstars from day one like we used to. Again, it's the development studio trying to eke more money out of us. And if the rumors are true and what I've read, and this could be wrong, don't take this as concrete. If we want to pay for the to skip the tiers from the ringside pass, apparently it's $80 a season. There are 6 seasons in the game, if not more. So that's 8 times 6. That's $480. Now, that is only a rumor I've heard, but that is a lot of money, plus £150 to buy the game. So they are really, 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 really milking the deets off of this game to advertise it to its fans. But you guys let me know, like, do you think that is an absurd amount of money? Because I certainly do. I think £150 is an absurd amount of money for a game. Yes, it's a good game. Yes, it's got fantastic elements. Yes, I'm going to buy it. And of course, I'm going to showcase it to you guys. That is a dreadful amount of money to really put into a game. So I am not particularly happy with that. So I don't know how happy you guys are about that. Carrie Porter, well done, mate. You got the free gift membership by Cats and Gaming, so that is awesome. Codename Chief, this is your first stream. And Heel Fan, hi everyone. Less than 2 weeks to early access, that is right. But we still don't know what the roster looks like. Cats and Gaming, you are an absolute legend, my man. So I want to say thank you to you because you have gifted that free membership. Blue Eye says, I don't mind the promo so far. I think next week is going to be just overload. But if it doesn't, then there is a problem. We should at least be seeing what the roster is. And again, the roster, the marketing strategy behind revealing the roster is it's going to be on ESPN, not a channel that everybody gets. So the first people that are going to find out what the full roster is going to be on that ESPN. They'll have superstars as guests. They'll come out, they'll reveal their roster. We'll have a little bit of joking, a little bit of bants with the superstars that we normally get. Why not just do that on YouTube? Why not do it on X? Why not do it where every every WWE fan has access to seeing that? Then understand why they're doing all of this marketing. You know, there was a marketing strategy where they'd be like, join our Discord and you'll see this image, or join us on X and you'll see that reveal. Why? You're just trying to bolster your social media standing when fans care about that. They just want to see what they are paying for, and you're hiding it in all these different areas. So for me, the marketing this year hasn't been great, and I think next year they need to change it up, streamline it, keep it simple, keep it to X and YouTube. No one wants to go into your Discord to dig for a bit of information. We're human beings. We don't want to have to work to find out the news. We want it to be laid on a plate or laid in a video on our YouTube. So when we're scrolling, it comes up, or when we're on X, we can see it and we can start to get excited about it. I'm not going to get excited trying to find an ESPN stream so I can see which superstars are being revealed. It creates work for me. I've already got lots of work to do around WWE with the channel, and from England, just staying up late and getting tired trying to watch Raw and SmackDown and deliver the news to you guys, certainly when covering this game. I'm not hating on the game. I just think there is a much easier and a more sensible, common sense approach when they're marketing this game. Certainly with the price that they're commanding, anywhere from $60 to $150. For $150, I shouldn't have to be going on to ESPN to see what superstar ratings are. That should be laid out in an image or some videos which are quite comical, or, in the trailer, or delivered to my screen, to my mobile phone, so I can see that. Stop making me work hard to find out this information and making me shell out $150 for a game. It's all, I don't see many other games that have such a bizarre marketing strategy. Trailer, gameplay, pictures, reveals, content creators playing it, feedback from big media outlets. And it works. Look at Call of Duty. Look at the FIFAs. Look at the Maddens. This is just such a weird way to market a game. So I'm not trying to dissuade you from buying the game. Go and buy the game. It is going to be an absolutely sensational game. And I can't wait to get my hands on it. But I don't know half the stuff that's in it. I don't know the cutscenes in Universe Mode. I don't know all of the superstars. I don't know all of the arenas that are in the game. I don't know anything about the DLC. Is Jeff Hardy in the game? Hashtag potentially a few more AAA superstars? Again, I don't know, because WWE 2K developers are keeping it all close to their chest. It's like they're trying to get us to spend all that money and not give us... it's like buying a house. Or you can buy a house. You can look downstairs, but you can't see what's upstairs. You can't see what you could be getting extra in this house. Do you have a bathroom upstairs? How many bedrooms do you have upstairs? You know, it's really, really anecdotal way of explaining it, but a very good way. Or buying a car. You've just bought a car. Well done. You know it's got 4 wheels and it's got 2 seats in the front. Has it got back seats? Has it got 7 seats? What engine has it got? You know, it's very much like that, isn't it? You're giving us half the information, but expecting us to pay full price. So for me, the marketing has been absolutely silly this year. But, you know, don't just listen to me. You guys make your own decisions on it. But I think it's been dreadful. But anyway, guys, let's go and check more about what's going on within the... Oh, Cats and Gaming. Nice. Nice. 5 yeets, please. Guys, you got a yeet for Cats and Gaming, who has super chatted $5. So that is absolutely awesome. Noodle Gaming has subbed. Guys, if you are brand new, let me know if you've subbed. Your audio is lagging very intense. Is this me or you? That's the one. I got blue eyes. Do you think we'll see Triple Mania? Lucha Libre Wrestling. Perry Stark, I don't know. Blue Eyes is a King edition. King of Kings edition is it's $150 in Canada. That is dreadful. But yeah, I think it's $99 King of Kings edition. That's what I was under the assumption of anyway, that King of Kings was $199. But you guys let me know. But let's go and have a look at some universe mode stuff, the best mode in the game. And we'll talk about universe mode, I think, for a little while. Guys, if you do want to super chat, let us know, you absolute superstars. Whereas universe mode here is universe mode, I believe. Nope, that's not universe mode. Where's my universe mode video? Here it is. Yeah, guys, if you want to super chat, absolutely awesome. All the money goes back into the channel so we can get better internet and a better camera, as you can see. Super chat up here. Can we get 10? We got 1. Let's get 9 more. But universe mode this year, we know we are going to be getting the draft, which is fantastic. We know how the draft is going to work. It's going to be done through rounds with different number of drafts in each round. It's going to be a week-long event in our WWE calendar, so Raw and SmackDown. You can kind of draft it. There will be events in the show, and you can draft whichever superstars you want over to the shows that you want. This is going to be like mid-program, so it's going to be drafting SmackDown and Raw superstars. But what I would like to see is if you could do it, so it would be very beneficial for me in the interactive universe mode we do, if we can have every superstar vacant and we could draft them to shows. I don't think that is going to work, so we will be doing a bit of work on that to make that what is happening in our WWE 2K universe, which you can obviously join. It's interactive, and you guys can watch. It is like nothing you've ever seen. But the universe mode, it's nice to see that we can have different attires for promos. For in-ring attire, we can also have PL Ah, I'm back, guys. Sorry. I don't even know how far I got to where you guys said you couldn't hear me. It's very disappointing. Yeah, like you said, yeah, Cats and Gaming, it's time for a new headset. But what I was saying before I got muted was effectively we've got Attitude Era edition of the game, and we have got a Monday Night Wars edition of the game. But we don't even know half the superstars that are going to be in those editions exclusive to those editions of the game. How can you command people part money or part ways with money and not tell them what is going to be in the game? You know, we know we're going to get all the, the pre-order bonus. We know we're going to get Joe Hendry, but you are selling the game from two distinct eras of WWE, but not telling us which superstars we're going to get in the game that are going to be from those eras. I think that is blasphemous. I think that is dreadful. I sorely resent paying that kind of money and not know. That's like, buying a FIFA and, which teams are going to be in the game. Ooh, find out when you buy the game or a week before the game. Well, people want to buy the game now. They want to secure it. They want to make sure that they get the pre-order. And when do pre-orders stop? Because I haven't actually pre-ordered the game yet. Obviously, I want to pre-order the Monday Night Wars edition and get Joe Hendry. But when do those pre-orders stop? Because I want Joe Hendry. I don't want to miss out on Joe Hendry. So can you guys just let me know? But guys, thank you for sticking out with me with the sound. We'll see what we can do with that, because that is definitely a stumbling block. Certainly, as I want to look at streaming a lot more. But yeah, do pre-orders stop on Monday? Do pre-orders continue all the way up until release? I don't actually quite know. So if you could let me know about that, would be great, because I need to pre-order myself a game, and of course, buy myself a new headset now. Very embarrassing. Hanging my head in shame. That $5 Cats. Yeah, guys, if you want to donate, if you want to super chat, I buy myself a new headset. Let's get 10 super chats straight away. I kid. I don't want you to super chat around a new headset, I promise. But yeah, it's interesting. But what free superstars are you looking forward to getting in this game? Perhaps maybe new superstars. I know I'm certainly looking forward to getting Old School Kane. I believe it's 1997 version of Kane. I'm really looking forward to playing as Joe Hendry, because I'm a big Joe Hendry fan, alongside my son as well. And I'm looking forward to playing as probably Carmen Petrovic. She's one of my favourite NXT superstars, and it is her debut in the game. I was looking forward to that. But they are the three that I'm looking forward to. Other than that, I'm definitely looking forward to Universe Mode. I am actually looking forward to MyRise as well. I think to get Joe Hendry, you need to get it by the 12th. Oh, okay then. That's absolutely fine then. I will definitely have it by the 12th, because I will have Universe Mode by then. So yeah. Guys, if you are brand new to the channel, and you've never subscribed to Yeet Mania before, what are you doing? Get your asses down to that subscribe button and subscribe. And yeet while you're there. And let us know where you're watching from. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. Whilst we're in this live stream, let me know where you're watching from. I'm from the UK. I'm from the South, where it has rained every day this year. I kid you not. It has rained every day this year. But although it's wet and miserable, I'm still looking forward to WWE 2K. So, what else am I looking forward to in WWE 2K26? I'm actually looking forward to the grind. The ringside pass, it's not going anywhere. It is the new model that we are having with WWE. A lot of people, again, feel very cheated out of it. But by all accounts, instead of having just 5 DLC packs with 5 superstars, we are going to very much be getting a lot more content. I think they've already said there's 120 unlockables via the ringside pass. So that already is an astronomical amount of rewards, bigger than any other WWE 2K game. I'm hoping that they can also be like live updates as well. So Roman Reigns wants to suddenly cut all his hair, as odd and weird and unlikely as that would be, it would be fantastic to see that being like a DLC reward, in a few months in the future. If this was like a live adaptation, new personas, Sami Zayn becomes heel and he dyes his beard green for whatever reason, because he's a green guy. But yeah, and then we can unlock that at at a certain future event point. So it's keeping WWE up to date. And speaking of WWE up to date, things like the MFTs, which a lot of people were upset about that didn't have the face paint, they've now been added because fan criticism, fan backlash was that we're getting outdated superstars. So incorporating that into the Ringside Pass would be fantastic. Getting someone like Royce Keys, who's obviously not going to be in the game from day one because he only debuted in WWE at the Royal Rumble, which was, 3 weeks ago now. So having him as a DLC in, say, April or May would be brilliant as well. Yes, we've got to grind for it, but what a way to grind for it, and what a reason to grind. Jeff Hardy being a DLC and a TNA superstar, there could be a TNA pack. And various superstars have different goalposts at being able to be unlocked. So Jeff Hardy, you have to get a certain amount of RXP. I'd be playing this game day, noon, and night just so I could get Jeff Hardy, which I know a lot of other people would do. Clever marketing strategy from WWE 2K developers. But you need to make sure that is, it has legacy to it. It has got longevity. Perhaps maybe unlock Matt Hardy first. Bit of a teaser, you sneaky devs, you. And then, after, 10,000 more RXP, you get Jeff Hardy, and then maybe get like a Team Extreme exclusive. That would be really good. We're not getting Edge and Christian. I've seen a lot of people in the comments saying, I'm not buying it if Edge and Christian aren't in the game. They're contracted to AEW. They're not going to be in WWE 2K26. So you guys that are looking for Edge and Christian, I'm sorry to disappoint you. They're not going to be in this year's edition of the game because they're not contracted. Now, I know a lot of you will say, well, Billy Gunn's in AEW. Billy Gunn's on a Legends contract, which allows him to be in WWE 2K25. So, yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint, but Edge and Christian are not going to be in WWE 2K26. Chris Jericho, on the other hand, could be, because rumors are to be believed that mystery box, which is knocking around on Raw and SmackDown, could potentially be Chris Jericho. If Chris Jericho were to be revealed at Elimination Chamber, then I would suggest that we will be getting a Chris Jericho DLC further down the line, like I say, April, May, or June. I'm sure, What's the Status, who is one of my favourite content creators, create superstar creations, would absolutely blow us away with a Chris Jericho. And he does a lot of fantastic work. So go and check out What's the State if you're not aware of him. He has got a YouTube channel, and he brings fantastic consumables and content to WWE 2K. But, so let's see it. I'm from Atlantic, Canada. Blue Eyes. Nice to meet you, Blue Eyes. That is really good to meet you. But, if you're brand new, subscribe. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. But you guys have all gone very quiet in the comment section. So, like I say, which superstar do you think is going to be like premium DLC? Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho, AAA superstars, more TNA superstars? Do you think it might be Legends hidden behind there? What premium DLC characters would you like to see in the game? This Ringside Pass is supposed to be this all-singing, all-dancing DLC. Let us know. And guys, how is the stream now? Obviously, you guys can hear me a little bit better now. Is the audio still choppy? Has it got better? Let us know down in the comment section, please. What system do you have? PlayStation or Xbox? However, I'm actually playing it on PC. I'm a big PC gamer. It allows me actually to do videos for our Universe Mode instead of having to get a can't remember what it's called, where you transfer the graphics from PlayStation to PC. I used to have one. It's not a graphics card. It is a something or other. But yeah. But for me, three superstars I would like to download or see in DLC would be Jeff. El Del Vikingo would be another big one. And I'd like to see, if we're not going to get in the base game, the 2003 version of Kane, where he was bald and he first came out and he had the towel over his head, or the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt if he's not a base game. Bray Wyatt fan, rest his soul. Big Bray Wyatt fan. So that would be awesome. But you guys let me know down below. As in terms of gameplay, we are still in the dark around a lot of things when it comes to gameplay. Because we've not seen it. Again, the embargo ends on Monday, so expect the Pro Wrestling Shoot, Assemble, Smack Talks,